Hello my PC students. This is another review. It's called Klassy Cow Ice Cream Sales, and so I want you to open up the file. So go to File, open Browse, and we want to go to your Classes drive, go to your PC folder, go to Teaching Documents, and open up the one called XX Klassy Cow Ice Cream Sales Review. Alright, so we're going to open this up. First thing we're going to do is save it. So go File, Save As, go to Browse, go to your drive, your name, your U drive, go to Print.com, and go to Excel. Click in your file name box, press Home, type in your first name, and put in the current date, whatever works for you. Alright, save it. Okay, so this is on Arial, so once again click in cell A1, hold down your shift key, and let's click in about L24 and make it Calibri, and we want size 12. Okay, that's better. And we want to go to View and go to Zoom, and I'm going to put in 150, and I hope that I can still see it on the screen for you. I think so. Okay, that's good. Now, these are ice cream cones, all right? So that means that you have the cone and you have the ice cream, all right? So we had 1 scoop of ice cream cones. We had 2 scoops and 3 scoops. The first thing it says, what was your daily total and what was your total for the week? So right away you say, all right, click in cell B4, hold down your shift key and click in I7. You've got your blank column and your blank row, and you want to go Alt equals. So there's your total number of ice cream cones for the week, and here are your daily totals for each day of the week. Alright, so then they ask you to calculate the cost of the ice cream and then the cost of the cone. Alright, so we're going to put in here cost of ice cream, and we are going to put in cost of cone. And then of course it's going to be the total cost. Alright, that's good. So now, how would you find the ice cream cost? Alright, you said that you knew that you sold 810 ice cream cones of the 1 scoop, and 1 scoop costs 80 cents. Alright, so you're going to put in equals, and you've got to take your total ice cream cones times the cost, 80 cents. Alright, so now we have to remember that we want to stay in this column because we need 2 scoops and we need 3 scoops. So we want to make it absolute, but freeze the column only. So the column is B, so the dollar sign should be in front of the B only. Alright, and the cost is $6.48. Grab your fill handle and drag down. The cost of the cone doesn't change. The cone cost is the same no matter whether you have 1 scoop, 2 scoops, or 3 scoops. Alright, so you've got equals, and you've got to take the number of cones times the cone cost, but in this case it's absolute because it doesn't change. So you've got to make the cell absolute. Alright, so there's the cone cost. Alright, so now it says what's the total cost for the ice cream and the cone. What's the total cost? And what's the total cost of the ice cream individually and the cone individually? Alright, so we're going to click here, hold down your shift key, and I want to have the total cost here and here. So I go Alt equals. So now my total cone and ice cream is $931. $1,387, and so on. We need to format this, so let's one more time hold down your shift key, right click, go to Format Cells, and choose Accounting, 2 dollar signs and 2 decimal places and a dollar sign. That's great. And then here we do not want the dollar sign, so right click, go to Format Cells, and you're going to choose accounting with no dollar sign. So remember, we have the total here, needs a dollar sign, totals. We need a dollar sign at the beginning of the column. Now I'm going to use your paintbrush here, your format painter, and I'm going to click on the cone cost with the dollar sign, and then I'm going to pick up with no dollar sign and paint these other ones to match. Alright, so we've got that piece is good, so go Control S to save. And now something else. You've been asked for average, okay? So we're going to go to average. Alright, so we want to average. It says to you, calculate the average, okay, of all the cones that were sold during the week. So we've got equals average. Alright, open your parentheses, and it said all the cones during the week. Alright, so we have from Sunday to Saturday, there's all the cones that were sold. And our average is 101.19. If I increase the decimal place here, we can go out. You can see that it's going to go out. So I'm going to leave it like that just so you can see the average. All right, now let's say that we want to round that off. We can put a round statement in here. So I want you to look at this. Okay, so now we're going to say equals round. All right, now note round says what is the number you want to round and how many digits do you want to round it to. All right, so I want to do your average again, just like you did before, and I want from Sunday down to Saturday. There's the average, exactly as I did before. Close my parentheses. And that's my number. And this is called a nested statement because you've got a function called round and you're nesting the function called average. Now put in your comma, and it says how many digits do you want to round it to. I'm going to say 0. Okay, so I'm going to put in 0 and press enter. All right, I got 101, which is right because you can see 101.19. Now watch, if I increase my decimal place, it will always be 0 because you rounded it to 0. So this way you can see when you just do the average, you can go up to 15 decimal places. Here, when you rounded it to 0, it never goes higher. So just leave those both there so that you can see that they're identical. So no, they're not quite identical. The formula is identical. Okay, average BH, and here you have average B4 to H6. But the only thing different is you change the number of digits to round it to. And here we only rounded it to what we wanted. All right, so I think that's all that you had to do in that question. So again, that was a fairly easy one. And of course, name the sheet. You know how to do that. Type in sales. So now you just have your heading left to do and your headers and footers. So I'll stop there.